We're live from our Abuja studio, bringing you stories shaping our nation from the corridors of power to the pulse of the people. Thank you for joining us on the Midday News. We begin the news with this developing story where the existing tension at the National Secretariat of the People's Democratic Party is taking a new shape as rival factions led by Samuel Anyanwu and Tanimo Turaki prepare to hold separate meetings at the same venue over the control of the party. Moments ago, the atmosphere at the Wadata Plaza was tensed, charged, and uncertain. Embattled National Secretary Samuel Anyanwu arrived early, taking his seat in the Secretariat and insisting he remains the authentic convener of today's National Working Committee and Board of Trustees meeting. Outside the gates, crowds of chanting supporters surrounded the complex, each group loudly declaring loyalty to its preferred faction. The newly elected faction led by Dr. Tanimo Turaki later arrived as security personnel fired canisters at persons gaining entrance into the Secretariat. And with both camps insisting on holding their meetings at the same venue on the same day, what happens next is anyone's guess. Security is tightened around the Secretariat with police officers stationed at every entry point to prevent a breakdown of law and order. For now, the PDP headquarters is a waiting game, a political powder keg. Whatever unfolds here in the next few hours could reshape the battle for the soul of the PDP.
On the 14th of November 2025, that I'm going to have a POT at NEC meeting, NEC meeting here. I wrote to INEC as well with the acknowledgement. So, and they have been on the news, and have put on television and newspapers. So, I don't know where that all is coming from. So, if they decide, because on what premise is he coming to, as what? I'm the National Secretary of the party. My office is still running until 8th of December. On the 8th of December. So, ordinarily, I'm doing my function.
Here, right inside Wadata Plaza, the headquarters of the People's Democratic Party, Abuja, to host our NEC/BOT meeting. Following the two Federal High Court judgments that said we should go and put our house in order. Because we are law-abiding, this is the process of putting our house in order.
We're now being joined by our TVC State House correspondent, Femi Akande, who has been live for us as Wadata Plaza. Femi, if you can hear us, we are receiving a lot of reports from harassment of journalists to even police firing tear gas. What more can you tell us and what's happening currently at the plaza?
Well, hi, Ulama. It's really a chaotic scene here at the Wadata Plaza, the Secretariat or the headquarters of the People's Democratic Party. And I must tell you something for fact. The Nigerian police has not handled this matter very well. They have fired tear gas. We have seen incidents where tear gas was fired directly at journalists. This is, this is calling out the Inspector General of Police, because it is issues like these when they go out there, you see Committee for the Protection of Journalists. It's incidents like this that they put together to come up with reports about Nigeria, the way the police harass other faction. That's Tanimo Turaki, the newly elected national chairman of the party at the National Convention, and also Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State and Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State. They both arrived here at the National Secretariat or the headquarters of the People's Democratic Party. It was a free-for-all. people were tear gassed, including you saw that video of Seyi Makinde, with bloodied eyes after he also had to inhale the tear gas fired in the air. The air indeed was polluted with smokes coming out of tear gas canisters. And the sad part is that a lot of these canisters were targeted directly at people. Police targeted people directly. The reporter of China's television was shot on his leg with these canister from the police. I know all of this incident again brings to bear the way police handle this kind of situation, especially crowd control in the country. We're seeing incidents where international report from reports from the global community, always when reports are released about Nigeria, about human rights cases and all other things, these reports are all most times not good, and it's incidents like these that are collated and form all of these reports. But I must tell you that Nyesom Wike, Minister of FCT, is holed up securely in that vehicle over there. You can see that SUV over there. The Minister of the FCT is there. The white bus over there has the National Working Committee, the newly elected National Working Committee at the Ibadan Convention. Governor Seyi Makinde, Bala Mohammed are driving out right now in that black SUV at the gate. So it's really been a chaotic scene. There was no dialogue whatsoever between Seyi Makinde's faction and the Wike faction. Wike did not even come down from his vehicle to see them or to even talk to them. After so much back and forth, we have seen the Seyi Makinde faction talk to the police to even get to understand what is going on, because just yesterday Saminu Turaki was at the FCT Police Command where he asked for police protection, informing the police that he will be resuming his official duties at the National Secretariat today and would need police protection. It was hectic for him to get his way through that gate. He was pushed, he was shoved. It took the protection of some policemen to even bring him in. He was also tear gassed before he could get in. We saw a lot of people, tear gassed. A lot of people ran out of breath. Even those who were asthmatic. Our cameraman, TVC News cameraman Patrick Ejembi, suffered seriously. He was also directly targeted by canisters. And we even ran to a point, and we saw some other policemen. They said, "Oh, guys, what are you doing here?" I identified myself and said, "We are journalists." They said, "Oh, do you want smoke? Do you want smoke?" And before we knew what was happening, they fired again into our midst as journalists. It's really, 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 really disappointing to see that, the way the police responded to the situation here. And as we speak again, tear gas is being fired right over there by policemen without provocation, we can say. And that's what they have been doing, It seems like, I don't know, without provocation, just trigger happy, firing as they like. And that's really been the problem around here, Ulama.
A very